FOMO is a horrible feeling. I hope that you don't have that feeling very often. Of course, sometimes we have FOMO, we think that we're missing something, and yeah, it's totally okay. But if that is your primary feeling and if that kind of like dictates your life, then that is bad. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a few things that might cause FOMO and how to get rid of that. Hi, it's Peter here. Let's get right into the business. And of course, FOMO means fear of missing out. It is about something that we feel every now and then when we feel that we cannot do something and we think that we're missing out. It could be gear, events, opportunities, equipment, skills, and all that. And let's tackle those. And let's start with event or scene FOMO. And that is something that we feel every now and then, that there's something happening and we miss it and we can't attend, and we think that everybody else is there and we kind of feel bad and we miss maybe photographic opportunities, because of course I'm talking about FOMO in photography mainly, which was of course is something that I should have said in the beginning of this video, but I didn't. So here it goes. It's about photography and FOMO. And yeah, everybody else is going somewhere, but you can't, and you're missing out. Let's say that you like to photograph birds and you can't go to watch the migration of the birds in the spring like it is here in Finland. Everybody's there and you feel that you're missing that because you have something else and you feel bad about it. And as I said, we will get into things that will help you not to feel that fear of missing out. And then the second thing is social media, which is, I think, is one of the biggest things that has caused this fear of missing out. And this applies to many things. Your phone has all these notifications, and every time it beeps, you need to be really quickly looking at what it is so that you don't miss out anything, and you want to be knowing everything. And of course, sometimes if it's about your line of work or something else like that, yes, why not be kind of like on the top of what's going on. But if that's something that is, for example, for like photographs that you need to go to social media, to Instagram, and you feel bad because you can't be as good as the images that you see and all that. So that's another rabbit hole that you might get into. And I will get to the solutions later in this video. But let's go to the next one. And that is opportunity. You think you're missing something, like I've talked about the events. You think you're missing those events and you might miss opportunity to photograph. You go out on the streets and you missed something and you feel bad about it, and or you can't go because of something else. But if you are feeling that, then a small solution could that be that concentrate on what you're getting and not what you're missing. I will talk about that a bit later in this video too. And then one of the biggest FOMOs is the equipment FOMO. This is the thing that you feel that you cannot photograph because you do not have the latest and the shiniest gear. You maybe have an old camera and you feel bad about because of that, and you think that you can't get all those nice images that you saw on Instagram, and the reason is that you have an old camera, and that's not the case. It's not about the camera, it's about you anyways. And learning your camera and realizing what you can do with it is the solution for that. So don't get into the gas and think that you will improve your photographs if you get a new camera. Yeah, sometimes that could make things possible. Like for me, I bought a smaller camera so that I can be invisible in the streets, and there is a video about that over there if you're interested in watching my kind of like a first impression of my Ricoh GR3X. Yeah, sometimes it can do, but it won't make me any better photographer. I might have more opportunities because there is a lot to learn how to shoot from the hip and all that. But maybe about that in the later video. But yes, do not fall into the trap of gas. And then there is the skill and experience FOMO. You think that you're not good enough. And yes, you're not if you think like that. Start thinking that what are your strengths in photography? What do you know? Try to make those, and every now and then try to improve the stuff that you might want to do but you're not very good at. Like I said, I'm really practicing like shooting from the hip and I'm not very good at it. But that is something that I will try to improve, because that will give me more possibilities to make images in places where people might be distracted when I'm photographing. And if I can do it invisible, me photographing, so that nobody notices me photographing, I can get a lot better shots, or at least shots that I like. And that requires skill and experience. And of course, if we're starting something new and starting to practice something new, of course, at the beginning we don't have the skills and the experience. The only way we get it is to shoot more and practice, and don't feel bad about it if we don't know and learn it right away. And one good thing to improve that, your skills and experience, is to take part in the 52 assignments, which is a set of assignments for every week that I've set up. And probably if you're watching this, you know about it. But if you don't, check out that video and see for yourself what it is. And if it's something for you, it's okay. Already week 9, and we have already had 9 assignments. But yeah, you can catch up and get inspired by those assignments and get your skills and experience better. And then to the question, how to get rid of FOMO. The biggest thing is to concentrate on yourself and not every time and all the time compare to others. If you go to Instagram and see all these nice images and you feel bad and because you can't do it, if you fall into the trap of comparing your images to others, you won't get any better, because because that gives you the bad feeling. Of course, there can be inspirations and something to have a goal that I want to be there where that photographer is. I want to do as good images as this photographer, this particular photographer, whoever it is. Of course, yes, that's a thing, to have a dream that I want to be as good as someone else, of course. But if it is getting you into the bad vibes and you feel that you're missing out because you can't be as good as someone else, then you're on the wrong path. Have them as inspiration and role models and something to look up to and aim for, dream for those images. You will get there if you really push yourself hard. And then also, photography is a lot about the process of making those images. The act of photography is also important, because why would you worry about your gear and fear of missing out on opportunities and stuff if the photography is your hobby? It should be something that you enjoy and have fun when you're out there photographing. I think that's one of the biggest solutions to get out of the different FOMOs that you have, is that, okay, I'm doing this for me. This is me time. I enjoy walking in nature in the city, or looking at the birds, or photographing portraits, or whatever it is. Enjoy it, and rest will follow. You will get better images if you just relax and do the way you like to do it. You will learn a lot. And then there's one thing, that if you set realistic goals and focus on what you can achieve with your skills and with your gear, you will be a lot better photographer, and you will enjoy the photography a lot more, and your images too. Because it's always the cliche that comes up on different things, is that the best camera is the one that you have with you. And sometimes it can be the phone. If you see something, just don't think that photographing with a phone is not real photography. It is, in my opinion. It all comes down to the image and what you see and what's the story in the image. And here is some more inspirational videos for you. I hope you found this inspirational and gave you some thoughts about improving your skills and being a better photographer. But hey, thanks for watching, and bye for now.